Good evening, Robert Scribbler filming for the OBX wave report, looking north and east from Jeanette's Pier as heavy 7 to 10 foot waves break up and down the Outer Banks, and we are looking at a high tide right about now at between 5 and 6 p.m. So those waves and heavy wash pushing up toward the dune line right now. We do expect conditions to worsen throughout tonight and midnight, with winds increasing from around 40 miles per hour out in the south-southeast now to around 50 to 60 miles per hour later tonight, and surf increasing to 10 to 16 foot along the coastline and offshore in the 20 to 25 foot range. All right, so let's look at some of the local observations by the wave monitors right now at Nag's Head. 8 to 11 foot and choppy, with a southeast swell coming in at 11.5 foot and 9 seconds. South-southeast winds at 41 miles per hour. Air temperatures about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures around 50 degrees. And we are looking at a high tide at about now between 5 and 6 p.m. At Rodanthe, we've got 9 to 12 foot waves and choppy conditions. South-southeast swell at 12.6 foot and 9 seconds. South-southeast winds at 43 miles per hour. Air temperature 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 53. And at Buxton, 9 to 13 foot and choppy conditions. South-southeast swell at 13.2 foot and 9 seconds. South-southeast winds at 43 miles per hour. Air temperature 64 degrees. Ocean water temperatures 53. And once again, conditions expected to worsen throughout the evening as those winds strengthen and heavier swells roll in off a very rough and choppy North Atlantic Ocean. For tomorrow, we do expect the winds to turn around to the west and still strong 20 to 30 miles per hour out of the west, as the surf is expected to clean up, become fair to clean, and 4 to 10 foot for the day on Wednesday, with wave heights steadily falling down throughout the day. And then by Thursday, we expect even cleaner conditions with 2 to 5 foot surf and light westerly winds. Thursday looking like a really good surf day for everybody. And on Friday, we expect stronger winds coming in out of the east, not too strong, 5 to 15 miles per hour out of the east, generating some light chops, so not too crazy choppy on Friday, and 2 to 3 foot conditions with an onshore flow. And then on Saturday, winds expected to whip around to the west again and generate between fair and choppy conditions in the 3 to 6 foot range. So right now, we are experiencing a strong gale on the Outer Banks with very heavy surf, and surf expected to increase throughout the night as those winds also are expected to increase to the 50 to 60 mile per hour range. So thank you for joining me for this Tuesday, December the 9th session of the OBX wave report, as some heavy waves break here on the Outer Banks and those waves push up against the coastline. We do have some pretty intense weather going on right now, and as I typically do, I'd like to ask you guys to please do everything you can to help protect our coastlines from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning. The primary response to climate change and climate crisis is to mass deploy clean energy, and clean energy right now, mass deployable forms are wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles. We might end up with some nice electrolysis and some green hydrogen and various interesting liquid fuels that we can produce from green hydrogen when those electrolyzers are made into clean energy sources like wind and solar. But right now, the primary efforts are coming from wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles, all of which are being mass deployed. Good news in the sense that this year, over 13 million electric vehicles sold around the world. In 2023, and for 2024, they expect around 16 million or more electric vehicles to be sold globally. And globally also more than 200 gigawatts of clean energy in the form of wind, water, and solar power being deployed globally, as well as other sources such as geothermal and wave energy also being deployed. So clean energy revolution is underway, and the more rapidly the clean energy revolution occurs, the better off we'll all be, and the more we'll be able to prevent the harmful effects of climate crisis on our coastlines, which are rising sea levels, more intense storms driven by climate crisis, ocean heat waves, and ocean acidification. All right, so thank you for joining me for this Tuesday, January the 9th, 2024 session of the OBX Wave Reports. OBX Wave Report, as we watch some really gnarly surf here to our north and some heavy swells rolling in, pushing that water high against the dune line here in the Outer Banks at high tide.